Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 from Project Ghost with another WarDragons diary. So the Fortification event has started, so for the next 5 days we'll all be building away. So I actually tried taking this video earlier and I ran into some issues and my recording actually didn't record, so here I am doing it again. So I have leveled up a little bit. I don't know if I have enough to start a new island. I was asked a question on my yesterday's vlog regarding the cosmic Ori. So I would like to answer that now. Just going to receive some prizes here today. So the question was, what do I think about it since Pocket Gems has decided to kind of make it less powerful. I guess a common term would be they nerfed it. I wouldn't say they completely destroyed it. It is still a pretty powerful tower, but I would like to talk about that, give you my opinion. So this is the Ori. Mine is only level 66. I don't really have the resources to do it. I have been very tempted to buy in, and that's something we're going to talk about later. But today we're going to talk about the worth of this. So in the recent update, basically what Pocket Gems said is they were going to change a few things about this and lower some of the stats. So the first one is the Ori does many things to a dragon as it's passing over. If it hits a dragon, one thing is it puts a protective shield, just like the storm or the earth flag, across all of your towers. And it also when it hits the dragon, it speeds the dragon up, giving them a small boost of speed. And it also freezes the rage. So basically one of the things that they changed about the Cosmic Ori is that they got rid of the rage freeze. So before, it doesn't necessarily drain it like a regular mage tower would, but when it hits the dragon, it would freeze it so you could not accumulate more. Now, I don't think this is that bad of a thing. I don't think it's really destroying the tower. It's still quite effective. For my personal opinion, I think that the speeding up of the dragon once it hits you is what usually hurts me more. But that's one thing they've changed. Another thing that they changed is the speed of the projectile. So before it shot quite quickly, it would shoot quickly enough that it's difficult for some to blink fast enough so it wouldn't hit them. So as we all know, people who fly hunters, or almost every dragon nowadays, has a spell that can either freeze something before it hits them or blink so that it won't hit them. But the Cosmic Ori was fast enough that you would sometimes get past that. So you almost always got hit by it. Not to mention, it has a very long range. So you could put it at the back of your base, usually around here, here, or here. And it would shoot the dragon while it's coming up here and make it speed up, freeze the rage, and everything like that. They changed the projectile speed of the Cosmic Ori, and they've lowered it by 30%. So it'll be easier for flyers to see it coming. Lastly, one thing they changed is they lowered the health of the Cosmic Ori by 6%. Now, one of the reasons they did this is because they are starting to come out with, glyphs and runes for the Cosmic Ori, and they just wanted it to be balanced. It is still a very powerful tower, even without the rage freeze, even with the slower projectile, and even with the lowered health, it is still probably a lot better than, let's say, an earth flak or a storm tower. So would I recommend it to players to build? If you have the resources, yes, I would recommend that you build this tower. This being said, it does cost an extra type of resource. So electrum bars, and it also takes the cosmic charges. Now the cosmic charges are something that were introduced when this first tower came out. They're these little coins you get from the tower line. Let's go to it. So if you go to the Cosmic Ori branch, you'll see that it's filled with timers, platinum chests, electrum bars, and also these cosmic charges that you can only get from this line. So you need these as well as you need the electrum bars. So the more of these towers you get, it's going to be very similar to these flaks, and everybody knows how many elemental embers it costs to upkeep your flaks. The more you have, the more difficult it gets. But this takes an extra type of resource. It takes the electrum bars, and then every certain amount of levels that you gain on it, it also takes the cosmic charges. So I would recommend it, but I would like everybody to keep in mind that it is an extra type of resource that you're going to need. So if you have the sigils for it, go ahead, go have a heyday, build it. It is significantly more effective than the earth flak and the storm tower. However, it does cost more to build, so just be careful from that. Also, for anyone who is regretting the decision they made, at this time PG has, because they are changing the stats of it, for those who have already invested in this tower, they are making the transform fee cheaper. So usually there's a certain percentage that you lose when you're transferring it. For example, if I have a lightning tower and I want to transform this into, let's say, a cannon tower, I guess these pictures aren't really loading, but you'll see it will drop to 117 from 120. If I wanted to build a fire turret, it would drop to level 90. If I want to build a flak, it will drop to level 80. So with this Cosmic Ori, for those of you who regret the decision, since they are lowering the stats on it, they are giving you the opportunity to transform it at a cheaper cost. This is probably a limited time only, so if you're going to do it, make that decision now. Now, I did mention that I was contemplating buying in. I actually recently got my tax return, so seeing as I'm in lockdown at home, sitting around and have that extra time, normally, I'd want to go out, have a nice dinner several times, maybe go out to the movies or do something fun or socialize or something like that, but everything's locked down, so I'm stuck at home and I've got nothing else to use it on. So I am actually contemplating spending. I have not made a concrete decision yet, but I am seriously contemplating it. I always like to plan ahead. I usually don't spend much outside of the Atlas Elite. I actually haven't spent outside of the Atlas Elite for quite some time, but I am saving up for the festive line and the draconic chests. That is my main goal, but I do seriously need electrum bars and stuff, especially considering next fort there's going to be a large amount of shards and electrum bards, elemental shards and electrum bars that I am going to need because my base does have quite a few flax. So one thing I could do is, you know, continue to build these ice turrets and fire turrets outside of the event and then merge them in to skip the levels that I do need these shards for. But these are looking very tempting. Now, I did end up getting Necrix. I was originally thinking of not getting Necrix and waiting, but remember we made the decision to go for Necrix because I wanted the Mythic, and waiting to fort was not an option for me. Well, it was an option for me, but since the towers lines were being released the week after fort, I decided to spend early. So now I'm regretting that decision, as I should have probably spent, instead of getting Necrix, I would have probably preferred to get either this line or this line, and I probably would have benefited from it more. So it is a shame, but hey, as always, it sucks to be me, and I'm going to deal with it. So I'll contemplate. I might buy into it, I might not buy into it, but I do need to make a decision. You know, put in the comments, what do you think I should do? I could probably do a lot with the money I probably spend in this game, so it's really tearing me up inside as to what I should be doing. So post in your comments, let me know what you think. Also, if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in my vlogs, please feel free to post it in the comments and I'll be sure to bring it up in a future vlog. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope everyone wasn't too busy at Bubble Drop and Atlas, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye for now.